Peninsula High School, a place of academic development, extracurricular activity, and reputable diversity. Every day, athletes sport their latest team jerseys, and club members display their involvement throughout poster-laden hallways. But what about other students without direct ties to school life? After all, some students prefer to pursue their interests outside the realms of school. Olivia Konicek is one such student.
I started in 7th grade. I guess it was 6th grade because we had to take an introductory course in middle school. So I started at KPMS, Mr. Selfor's class, and we just kind of got a feel for the different tools and different test projects. I started out doing chairs mostly, and around deck chairs. The design that we had in shop in 7th grade was kind of just a basic, simple design. But then I started changing the design a little bit, so I made the chairs a little bit more comfortable, and the slats a little bit more narrow. Just kind of add my own little touch to the design. So I've made about 10 to 12 chairs. It usually takes about 30 hours to make one chair individually. So I started making a few chairs, and then my parents said, well, why don't you get a business license, and then I could start selling some of my pieces. You can do everything on the lathe when you're working with one piece. You can sand, you shape it, and then you hollow out the inside, and then sand, and then you can also finish with whatever varnish you want to use. In that aspect, it's really nice because you can do everything at one station. You don't have to use other tools for it. Okay, so before I start, you start out with a piece of wood like this, and you have to glue or screw a plate onto it so that it stays on the lathe. Since it's not completely round, you have to turn it first like this. So you turn it on and you just kind of shave back and forth. And then after you get this side flat, you can also start shaping it. My dad is kind of like he kind of helps me, especially with the assembly. When I didn't, for the chairs at least, I usually just made all the pieces and fit all the pieces together, and did like the fine detail work, and then he'd help me hold stuff together and drill and that sort of thing. So it's nice having someone who's familiar with it, so I can ask for opinions on how to put things together or that sort of thing.
Well, I've been acquiring tools for a long time, because I've been doing woodworking since I was in high school. And any excuse to buy new tools is always an advantage.
And using me as an excuse to get more tools.
And when we remodeled the basement, we decided we wanted to have a wood shop down there. Since Olivia was interested, and I wanted someplace to put my tools. Half the tools down there she owns. She bought them with the proceeds from her business.
So this is kind of shapes the outside. You can kind of see they are taking shape.
She's always really excited about the stuff she's making. She'll come to school and she'll just be ecstatic that she finished a chair or something. She's always, or bowls. For a while she was really into making bowls, and on the lathe it's really amazing. She'd take these pieces of beautiful wood and carve a bowl out of it on the lathe. And, you know, sometimes they crack. It's really hard to do. I've never done any woodworking like that, but
a lot of the products that I make actually aren't for myself, and a lot of the products I don't actually keep.
She made Christmas presents and birthday presents for people.
A couple of friends, I gave gifts away.
She made me a pen once. I still have it. I still use it a lot. It's a great pin. It's made out of a lace wood, I think.
Oh, I made a train set for my second grade teacher. His wife had a baby, and so I made a train set in middle school, and it was really neat. It had like sliding doors, and it'd be interesting to do a little bit more of that kind of work. It's definitely more relaxing. Just kind of, doesn't have anything to do with school. It's not required of me. It's just something that I do for myself. And that's what I really like about the lathe, is that it's just kind of, I don't know, not really meditative, but just kind of, you spend a lot of time just going back and forth doing the same motions, and it takes a long time to do one piece, so you just spend a lot of time, and time just like flies by, and you're just creating something, and it's really nice just to have some time just to myself and not have to worry about school or that sort of thing.
I don't know if they'll have room in her dorm room at college for her woodworking lathe. Most of the colleges have woodworking shops, and she might spend some time doing that. Hope so. It's been something I've been doing for 40 years now.
I'm hoping to get more exotic woods and just play around with different kinds of woods on the lathe, because every wood turns a little bit differently. Some turn just like butter, and some turn a little bit more rickety. So I really like to experiment more with that. I have more time.